big hello and welcome to all the Planet Mums, Glam Mums, and all my subscribers. Hope each one of you are doing well. I'm well and hope the same for each one of you. So, as the title tells, I'm going to talk about all the six books I've read from Gabrielle since past 3 weeks. I think September was a mafia month for me. September and first week of October, I think, and I'm going to carry forward the mafia month. I was planning to read the bonus, but then I have some more mafia in Kindle Unlimited that I have downloaded the books, so I definitely will be reading them. You can see, and I would be posting a review shortly about all of them. So let's talk about this series. Oh my god, first of all, a 5-star series for me. The mafia month started with this, and I never knew that was something I would really love. I did love the Godfather movie, which I had seen ages back. So Scarface, that's all I remember, and just a little bit, not too much of it, but then I knew I would like it, so I thought let's indulge. I don't know, Gabrielle San, she had a video in her Insta. She talked about one of the her new books when he takes. Then that's how I started reading the book, and then I finished the the last two books. I read the first. For this series, I highly recommend you guys. First, you should read the sequence, go from the Fallen series, then go to the Fallen God series. This is a non-spoiler video, it's a chatty video, so if you have some drink, water or anything, please keep it rare, have a drink and enjoy this video. Maybe you're doing some planning, or maybe you're making a TBR list, what are things you need to do. But this, girlies, I would like you to note it down, read these 6 books and get back to me and tell me how you enjoyed it. You are gonna love all of these, all the male characters, all the female characters. You're going to fall in love with them. You're going to be so engrossed in these stories every night. For me, I'm looking forward to entering the world. When I read a book, I want to enter that world. I want to leave the reality and go into that world and enjoy these books. I don't have any Netflix, I don't have anything, any TV series that I enjoy. Books are something I really enjoy, and I am a full-time mom, so I get to read only in the night. So that's why it took me some time to finish this book. If you're in your college and all, and you have all the time in the world, of course you're studying, you don't have even in college. It means when you are having more time and you don't have kids and you want to relax, I used to read one book in a day when I didn't have my daughter. So I'm just telling you. So I have been reading romances from very young age, very young age. I think 14, 15, teenage Mills and Boons I started. 16 I think was the right age I started reading teenage romances. And then ever since, I was all into historical romances. Julia Quinn, Laura Legorke, Barbara Cartland. Then I read a little bit of Karen Morning, and then came this year I started reading Anna Wong and Lauren Asher, and then Rena Kent. Oh my god, Rena Kent, I started reading books in Kindle, and then before that I was reading always in books. And then Gabrielle Sands, oh my god, I read all her 6 books. So let's talk about, so this series, highly recommend. Go from this, first go for the Fallen series, then go to the Fallen God. So first of all, the first book, When She Unravels. I have each review for each of these books in my channel, so you can see if you want to see a little longer. But When She Unravels is the story between 2 characters. This is the story between Damiano and his wife. What's his wife's name? It's Valentine, and this is Valentine is she's a mafia princess from like the New York, and she's been married to a very asshole husband, and he really treats her very badly, and she runs away from there, and she reaches this Ibiza where this guy is there. She gets a job from him. She starts working for him. They have a big chemistry. Then a big twist happens that you need to read the book, and then shit happens and a lot of twists, and you will know when she runs with something that is going to cause a lot of angst. The character, the banter is amazing in this book. Highly, I gave it a 5-star. I loved it. I loved everything about Damiano, and I loved everything about Val. I liked the life she left behind. She was strong and she made it happen, and she had a lot of trauma because of her first husband, and how she overtook to overcome that. That was amazing. Then I read the When She Tempts. When She Tempts was simply the story of Damiano, his sister Martina. You will meet her in the first book. She's also had some things in her life. Now in this first book, he's going to try being the Don of the whole mafia. The big boss is called the Don, so he's going to be that. So he makes his sister, because he knows that the present Don will try to kidnap his sister, so he and use her as a leverage. So he tells one of his favorite, not favorite, one of his most trustworthy friend he has, who's in charge of the security for the whole clan, to take care of his sister. And this is basically he hides everything, so she goes in hiding with him, and eventually they fall in love. It's a 15 years age gap. Amazing book. A lot of action will happen. Full review is in my channel, you can check it out, and all the videos are without any spoilers, so amazing. Then I really love that how the chemistry, it is a 15 years age group romance, but oh my god, you will love it. All right, then the third book is When She Falls. These marriages will happen in this. And then this is the story of Ras and Gemma is the sister for Valentine. All right, and this Gemma and Ras is the cousin for Damiano. Not only the cousin, he is the second person in charge. I don't know what they call consigliere, something like that they say. So he's the second in charge. But Gemma is engaged to this guy, Raphael, who is the New York Big Don. All right, so she's engaged to him, but she falls in love with Ras from the first book, right? And you'll see him in the second book as well. So Ras, so it's like she hates him, he hates her in the beginning. She's forbidden, he cannot be in love with her because she's engaged to marry someone, and she's always trying to please her father. Her father is a shit guy, shitty Don. All right, so you will see what happens. If you want to know more about this book, I have posted a review, so you can check. I want to make this video not more than 10 minutes, okay, so you can check the full review. But then this has tropes like forbidden love, and it has tropes like does have a little, she does have, her dad is an asshole. You will know why I'm keep specifying that. You will know what shit he does. But yes, eventually they fall in love, and he goes to protect her, and then they fall in love, and a lot of things will happen. You will not believe, and I will not tell more. But in there's yes, next book is When She Loves. When She Loves is my favorite, if I would say. From the 6, it's hard to choose, but this is the one book I love the most of all the 6. Yeah, and rest all I love equally. But then When She Loves was my favorite because it's with the love story between Cleo and Raphael. So now you know Raphael. She is supposed to marry her sister Gemma, Cleo, and what's her name, Valentine, are sisters. So in this book, Gemma is supposed to marry Raphael, but she doesn't marry him because she doesn't feel anything, and he also has never felt anything for her. He always looked at his sister Cleo. It's like having like a Bridgerton, romancing. Oh no, was it romancing Mr. Bridgerton? It's something like that, So he likes the sister, but he's getting married to the other sister, something like that. He's just doing out of obligation, and she's also doing the same. She has hearts for us, but then finally these two get married. So now she needs to come out of, because her dad has made a pledge that they should get married, Raphael and her, but that's not going to happen. So he says, then Cleo, the sister, says, I'll take your place and I'll marry him, so we still don't break the contract. And he agrees right away because he fantasizes Cleo and not her, not Gemma. So let's go back to this. So Raphael and Cleo, amazing story. She is trying to spend all his money. She does everything to try to provoke him and make him very, very angry most of the time. But he listens to her always, and he has had a very bad childhood also. He doesn't know how to love and show love, but he has fallen for her from day one, from the time I think they met in the wedding of these people. In this wedding, these two weddings happen in this book. So that's the first time when he met her and he started really seeing her, and he fell for her, but then he doesn't disclose. There's a lot of things that happens. The asshole dad is really the worst in this book. You will see how shitty he is, and you meet some amazing characters in this. His second hand, Raphael's second hand, is Nero, whom we will meet in the next book. Oh my god, his book are two books. So something happens that he is exiled. The second hand is exiled, and he's supposed to leave the whole New York zone. So these two are based in Ibiza. This is Ibiza, New York, and this is full New York. All right. So now we go into again another book of New York, and I keep calling him Nero, but it is, I forgot his name also. Can you believe when he takes? But I remember the girl's name, Blake. All right. So this is the other book, when she desires and when he takes. This is the first book series that I read from Gabrielle Sands, and this, see, and they talk about all the books, how you should go by sequence. Unlike me, yeah, I love this book. I've already recommended it highly to people. So in this book, you will see, I'm trying to get the guy's name for you guys. I'm so bad. I know Blake. Oh, what's the guy's name? Keep calling him Nero. Yes, it is Nero. Oh my god, it's so this book, in the previous book, When She Loves, Nero is supposed to be the second hand for Raphael, and they are very close, but some shit happens and he's supposed to run away from the place. He needs to change his, go into hiding. He needs to change his name, everything. So then there are these two books. It's called the Fallen God series. So in this book, first Nero, he goes into a small town where he meets Blake with a new identity, and they fall in love. This was my first book. He's so much crazy about her that he doesn't want her to leave. She becomes his neighbor, and she's going to leave the country, city. So he burns her house, okay, and all her books. So she stays back and she lives back with him. She's working in a diner. He's a Casanova, and it's a small town. Everybody knows everybody, and she has a ex-boyfriend who's crap, and then it's all small town, but lot of plot, lot of twists. Her books are having all of it. Spice is high. You'll not miss out on the spice. But all these characters are so well developed, and all these characters are so much lovable. The books are so bingeable that if you will you're thinking like watching a Netflix program, but the thing is, you're creating everything in your mind. That's what I love about the book. You can picture the guy you want. They can be your own boyfriends. So for me, Raphael was my favorite, and Damiano also I liked a lot. All right, so Nero is also amazing. So you see this happening, and then there's a cliffhanger. Oh my gosh, shit happens, and the last, at the end, what a big cliffhanger happens, and we reach when he takes now Nero from the small town. Nero and Blake are gone to the New York, the big place where all the mafias are happening and things happen. You will see the Don. She hates him at this point. She doesn't want him to be with him. Almost 50% of the book, like once you read in the middle, you will see angst, you will see banter, you will see little kisses and all, but nothing really happens. You see them developing their love. You will see and understand. You will go back. It's not like just boom 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 spice. That's not her story. Her story has a plot. Her story, characters have amazingly, they are developed very amazingly. You go back and reread line to feel how it feels. So it's that good, these books. So finally you go and read these too, and I think then I hope, I asked her, I messaged her, I said, I'm waiting for your next book. I hope it will be about one of the characters we met here. I forgot his name, but he's the guy who Nero will be working under, and he's supposed to be the one who he's the one who is called an enforcer. So enforcer is somebody in the mafia world, is like somebody who will be like brutalizing the people. So they answer, cutting their nails, hands, fingers. But see, though that part of mafia is there, honestly, and I don't like horror, and don't like such, I don't like murder and all these things. I hate it. But this mafia romances are not at all gory. They are easily bingeable, and they are not gory at all, so you will not feel bad looking or reading them. You will if the actions the mafia heroes will do, you will feel they do it for the right reason. They will shoot somebody, and you will know this shit guy needs that shot to be, he should be shot in his head. so we will not feel bad about those deaths. That's how these books are written. Anyways, highly recommend. Again, Mafia Month going on. Let's see which one I would be. There is Soldier of Death, Sinful Hearts. These two are mafia romances. Brutal Princess, The Sweetest Oblivion is Cinemagnolia, Nero. This, I think the book one, I can't find it on Kindle Unlimited. Otherwise, I think that was very tempting. Let's see which is the next book I would be reading. It's so hard. I was trying to read the bonus. This is a nice story. It's like a secretary, but I think I'm still in my mafia world. Then you also have Rina Kent's Some Mafias, The War of Deception, Blood of Monster, and Throne of Power. These are mafia series. So let's see what I will be reading. Anyway, it's a 15-minute long video. I tried to do it 10 minutes. I hope you enjoy, and I hope you consider subscribing. Do leave in the comments which series you like if you've read mafia romances. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video, and I wish you all amazing day and evening. Take care. Stay blessed.